You've probably heard that cats have 9 lives, right? But is that really true? Or is it just another one of the many myths about these fascinating felines? Today, you're going to find out not only the answer to that question, but also several other cat curiosities that will change the way you see your furry friend, or make you want to get one. So sit back, grab a coffee, or a treat for your kitty, and join me on this feline journey that's sure to surprise you from start to finish. And hey, if you love cats, or you're here because you want to understand these mysterious creatures better, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Because here, we speak to those who truly love the animal world. Like the video, right at the mace, beginning. It really helps get this content out to more people and makes a big difference. And stay with me until the end, because I'll share a fact that even many veterinarians don't talk about. It's jaw-dropping. All right, let's get into this whole 9 lives story. Where did that even come from? The truth is, this belief is quite old and has roots in various cultures around the world. The idea that cats have 9 lives is deeply connected to their almost supernatural ability to escape dangerous situations, something that has amazed people for centuries. In ancient Egyptian culture, for example, cats were seen as sacred creatures with a special connection to the divine. In other cultures, the number 9 was considered magical or mystical, and it ended up being associated with the cat's incredible resilience. But why exactly 9 lives? Well, the number actually varies depending on the region. In Spanish-speaking countries, it's said that cats have 7 lives, and in some parts of the Arab world, it drops to 6. But the message is always the same. Cats seem to have an unusual ability to survive, and that's not by chance. It's pure biology. A cat's body is a real agility machine. They have extremely fast reflexes, can change direction mid-air in a fraction of a second, and possess an incredibly flexible spine. All of this is part of what's called the writing reflex, a skill that starts developing when they're still kittens. This reflex allows them to twist in the air during a fall and land on their feet, minimizing impact and often walking away from even high drops seemingly unharmed. On top of that, cats have a low center of gravity and a lightweight, muscular body, which also helps them stay balanced, leap precisely, and escape danger. This means they can survive situations that would be extremely serious for other animals, like falling from tall buildings, minor car accidents, or fights with other animals. But, of course, this doesn't mean cats are invincible. They still face risks and need proper care. The myth of 9 lives shouldn't be an excuse to avoid providing a safe environment, regular vet checkups, and all the love and attention they deserve. So really, behind the feline miracle, what we're seeing is a perfect combination of evolution, anatomy, and instinct. And maybe, just maybe, a little bit of luck too. But that's just the beginning. Did you know that cats can hear sounds that even dogs can't detect? That's right. A cat's auditory system is incredibly advanced. They can pick up frequencies ranging from 48 Hz to 85 kHz, far beyond what? Humans. 20 Hz to 20 kHz, and even dogs, up to around 45 kHz, can hear. That means a cat can detect sounds so high-pitched and subtle that they're completely invisible to us. So when your cat seems to react to nothing, chances are they're actually hearing something. A cat's hearing is so sensitive that it can pick up the sound of a mouse walking in the attic or inside a wall, even from meters away. They can rotate their ears up to 180 degrees, which allows them to pinpoint the exact origin of a sound with impressive accuracy. And the coolest part? Each ear can move independently. It's like they have a built-in radar, which makes total sense when you realize that cats evolved as solitary predators who relied entirely on their senses to hunt. Even domestic cats, who no longer need to hunt for food, still carry that highly tuned natural instinct. That's why they'll spend hours stalking something, crouching low, or preparing for a surprise attack on something we can't even see. Maybe a tiny insect, a faint sound from the roof, or even just a moving shadow. Have you ever noticed your cat staring intensely at something invisible to you? It's not feline paranoia, it's refined sensory perception. Their eyes are also adapted to see well in low light conditions, which makes them most active at dawn and dusk. Prime hunting times in the wild. Combine that with their powerful hearing, and you've got a natural born hunter with soft fur and a curious stare. And perhaps most fascinating of all, even when they seem to be fast asleep, cats are still alert. One small sound, a click, a rustle, a shift in energy, and they'll immediately lift their head or flick an ear. That's because in the feline brain, the instinct to monitor their surroundings never fully turns off. In short, cats aren't just graceful and mysterious. They are finely tuned sensory machines, crafted by nature to be hyper-aware of the world around them. And that's part of what gives them that quiet, knowing presence. As if they're aware of things we'll never quite understand. And maybe, just maybe, they are. And speaking of sleep, did you know that cats sleep an average of 12 to 16 hours a day? That's right, more than half the day. And in some cases, especially with kittens and senior cats, that number can go up to 20 hours a day. In other words, they spend most of their time in dreamland. And there's a good reason for it. Unlike humans, who tend to sleep in longer, uninterrupted periods, usually at night, cats are crepuscular animals, meaning they are naturally more active during dawn and dusk. Those are also the times when their prey would be most active, in the wild. The rest of the time, they spend it resting and conserving energy. This behavior is deeply tied to the predator biology every cat carries, even the most pampered house cat. A predator in the wild needs to be ready to act at a moment's notice, to sprint, leap, climb, or strike with precision. These actions require short bursts of intense energy. That's why extended periods of rest are essential. Sleep allows their body to recover, regulate hormones, and recharge for the next hunt. Even if that hunt today is chasing a toy mouse or pouncing on a ball of yarn. Sleep also plays a crucial role in a cat's emotional and behavioral balance. A cat that doesn't get enough rest can become irritable, anxious, or even aggressive. That's why you'll often find your cat curled up in the most unexpected spots, boxes, baskets, cushions, the top of the couch, always looking for a safe and cozy place to nap in peace. But keep in mind, cats don't spend all that time in deep sleep. A large portion of those hours is actually light dozing, where they remain semi-alert. They may appear to be sound asleep, but their brain is still partially on, which is why they can spring into action at the slightest sound or movement. So the next time you see your cat sleeping for hours on end, don't assume they're being lazy. They're actually being strategically efficient, following a natural energy cycle shaped by millions of years of evolution. And let's be honest, who wouldn't want that kind of life, with long naps and cozy resting spots between one adventure and the next? Here's another curiosity that many people don't know, and it's absolutely fascinating, about a cat's purr. That soft, comforting vibration that feels like a hug in sound form is much more than just a sign of happiness. For many cat owners, hearing their cat purr is a moment of pure peace, but science has shown that this sound has real effects on the body and mind, for both cats and humans. Studies have revealed that purring happens at frequencies between 25 and 150 hertz, which just so happens to be the frequency range associated with healing tissues, relieving pain, strengthening bones, and even muscle regeneration. So when your cat is purring, they're not just saying, I'm happy, they might actually be healing themselves or keeping their body balanced. It's like cats come equipped with their own built-in vibrational therapy system. And here's the most amazing part. This vibration also has calming effects on us. Research suggests that a cat's purr can reduce stress, lower anxiety levels, and even help decrease blood pressure. That's why so many cat owners say they feel more relaxed. When their cat curls up in their lap and starts to purr, it feels almost magical. But it's pure biology. Now, here's something else that might surprise you. Each cat develops a unique meow, just for the person they live with. That's right. Cats don't meow the same way for everyone. They adjust the sound, tone, intensity, and even the rhythm of their meows based on who they're communicating with. This happens because cats are highly observant and intelligent. They learn what works to get your attention or express what they want. It's like you and your cat have a secret language, just the two of you. And isn't that beautiful? A lot of people think cats are distant or aloof, but the truth is they are far more communicative than they seem. The difference is that, unlike dogs, who wag their tails, jump around, bark, and lick, cats communicate in a much more subtle and nuanced way. For example, when a cat blinks slowly at you, it's their way of saying, I trust you. When they bump their head or rub against you, they're marking you as part of their territory and showing affection. When they show you their belly, it's not just a request for petting. It's a sign of complete trust, since the belly is a vulnerable area. Even the movement of their ears, tail, and the way they walk around you carry messages that, over time, you learn to interpret. And once you start understanding this feline language, something truly amazing happens. Your bond deepens. You begin to realize that your cat is communicating with you all the time, just in their own unique, delicate way. And that transforms the relationship. Because when respect meets understanding, a truly special connection is born. So, you're starting to see cats in a whole new light, right? But hold on, it's not over yet. The feline world is full of surprising details, many of which almost no one talks about. For example, did you know that cats can't taste sweetness? That's right. Unlike us, they don't have taste receptors for sweet flavors. This genetic quirk is a result of evolution. Since cats are obligate carnivores, meaning their diet is almost exclusively based on animal protein, their taste buds simply never develop the need to recognize sugary flavors. So that chocolate, cake you find irresistible. To your cat, it tastes like nothing. In fact, not only does it have no appeal, but it can be dangerous. Chocolate, sweets, and many human foods can contain substances toxic to cats, such as theobromine, caffeine, and sweeteners like xylitol. So don't even think about giving just a little bite. No matter how harmless it seems, it can cause serious health problems. If you want to treat your cat, pick something made specifically for felines, safe and truly tasty, at least to their palate. But even without liking sweets, cats are masters at winning us over with their gaze. That steady, deep, almost hypnotic stare. It's no accident. Cats know exactly how to use their eyes as a form of communication, and yes, also as a strategy for emotional bonding. When a cat looks at you for a few seconds and then slowly blinks, it's the feline equivalent of a calm smile. It's a way of saying, everything's okay, I trust you. If you return that slow blink, you're speaking the same language, and that exchange strengthens the bond between you two. Also, a direct gaze is how cats read you. They observe your mood, your intentions, and even your level of attention. Over time, they learn to recognize your expressions and reactions. Many owners say their cats know when they're sad. And indeed, there are countless stories of cats coming closer, purring or lying nearby when they sense their human is emotionally upset. This is no coincidence, it's feline sensitivity. And we can't forget that this expressive gaze is also part of the strategy cats developed over their time living with humans. Unlike their wild ancestors, domestic cats have learned that looking into our eyes, meowing, and making certain facial expressions triggers emotional responses in people. In other words, they've learned to train us, quite successfully, if you ask me. In short, even without liking sweets, cats are experts at sweetening our days with their elegant presence, meaningful gaze, and unique way of communicating. And the more we learn about them, the more incredible this relationship becomes. And to wrap things up with a bang, here's that curiosity I promised at the very beginning, one that will truly impress you. Multiple studies show that living with cats can significantly improve mental health and even reduce the risk of heart attacks. That's right. Having a cat at home isn't just about joy and companionship. It's like real therapy for your heart. Cats have a powerful emotional impact on us. They help lower anxiety and stress levels, fight loneliness, and even contribute to reducing blood pressure. This happens because when we're near them, our bodies release feel-good hormones like oxytocin, known as the love hormone. Plus, simply petting a cat stimulates a sense of calm and relaxation, which can boost mood and emotional balance. But it doesn't stop there. Scientific studies also suggest that having a cat may be linked to a lower risk of cardiovascular diseases, especially heart attacks. Why? Because the combination of stress reduction, increased feelings of companionship, and moments of joy provided by our feline friends creates a protective effect for the heart. So, besides being amazing companions, cats are almost like four-legged therapists. Now, I want to know from you, which of these cat facts surprised you the most? Share in the comments below, because I'd love to hear what you think and chat about these special creatures. And if you have a different curiosity you'd like me to explore, or want to see a part 2 of this video, filled with even more amazing facts, be sure to like and share it with that friend who loves cats as much as you do. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any upcoming videos. Here, the feline universe is taken seriously, always with lots of love, respect, and of course, curiosity. Thank you so much for sticking around. You're really one of us. See you in the next video. And don't forget, give your kitty some extra love from me. They deserve it, and so do you.